comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. No good on fire. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Parries to cancel the fire. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Checks him with the projectile. This is a real back and forth match for Sistema. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, easy tag. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Medium kick hits. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw scoop gets it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 2 will need to play conservative until they're driving. That was a glimpse of how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Alright. Player 2 has the life lead. Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Boxing with the target. Gives a crucial back throw. The jump in is denied. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 had an impressive round when managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Combo with the target combo. Needs to jump in with a perfect carry. Big throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They decide to take a break. Fires off the Shifu Hadouken. Going in, but springs forward with a drive rush. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting him into that? Burnout. Let's get the tempo of the match continues. Is this gonna kill? One more. The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus the finish. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reaction. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Goes with the fireworks. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, and rhythm! Player 2 with the rhythm owning that pace. One step ahead of them. Got no blink, wakes them up. Player solid anti-air. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Getting the perfect fireball range. Dropping hard. Player 1 can't let this kill. They gotta start looking. You know what's a new life lead? Is a comeback still possible? It's the drive. Dangerous range here. Closes in. They gotta go. Oh, drive rock.
caveirão de botar o teu homem, ó.
Was definitely sweaty during that
Já
Weller
falei
win.
antes pra dizer que era farol. De botar o teu homem, ó. Você tá você, pra poder o maluco da porra. Sabia que era só pra fazer. Cadê, caveirão? Você aqui eu tenho clipe, você joga dando de choro, na posição. Agora que é muita maluquinha, né, caveirão? Tem que aprender a fazer a maluquinha. Fazer a maluquinha.
Here comes a new challenger.
Tem que ver, se eu debater, tem que segurar. Tem que ver, se eu debater, eu perdi pra Paulo Branco, esse jogo é o fim do jogo. Mas vou votar, vou pegar uns treinos com o colega. Ele vai me dar uma dica de... Mas vou votar, punição.
HP Max, side quest done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Gotta do this. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Those aren't working here. Still slugging it out here. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Trips him up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. This is a huge chance to make a feat. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Spends the gauge for the driver move. Checks him with the projectile. Connects with medium. At this range, Mank experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in. No knockdown that brushes that off and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken. With breathing, they were not clear for takedown. That was an example of how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. No good on fire. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Trips them up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged in this range. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Oh, easy tag. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Knockdown. Player 1 chases him down. Very solid punish. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Decides to create some distance to start. Let's off the projectile to waste time. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Neither of them is willing to back off. Knockdown and... This may be it. Player 1 can build off this lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire school. Burnout triggered. Both sides invert Shinku Hadouken. Risky but close scrap still going. Off the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill? Sit down. What a finish. I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hit. Checks him with the projectile. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters have no leader. Who's going to make the first move? Knockdown. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Neither fighter can rely on their drive anymore. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Both players with no drive in the tank. Gets the shot, heats it up with a combo into super. They couldn't shake the projectile. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Stick to the jump in. Going in. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Cross out! Blocks the low heavy and drops up. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Hanging on for dear life. Chin-right kick overhead. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. A real test of the kick out of nowhere. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Pra que entender disparado pra voltar na fila assim, né? Tá bagunçado, disparado pra voltar na fila.
Here comes a new challenger.
Trapo, fica soltando fogo na cara. O que eu vou fazer na bicho?
How is this match going to shake out? It's going to be exciting to see.
Alright, you ready? This is
How is this match going to shake out?
round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the finish. Definitely saw that counter coming. Player 1 has them legit shit in the corner. No good on that. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? From up above. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Jumps off a fireball up close. Jumps up. This is a huge chance to make a field. Both fighters planning something? In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Surprises them with a drive rush. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They break things off to take a quick breather. The fighters continue to check each other. Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries to cancel the fire. Uses the pan. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Definitely answers the air attack. This is the ideal range to utilize the firearm. Springs forward with the drive rush. Quick breather. Throws a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. What'll happen here? Shuts that down with a parry. Manages to block the jump in and hits him with a stopping blow. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive. This is a very precarious situation. Burnout activated. Just goes for it at this range. Life lead is there, but still anyone get genius speed with that throw escape. Almost out of time. Gotta be careful. Punch anti-air. Finds the target. Connects with the throw. Drive rush. Drive attack. Closing it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Kick poses them. Close range projectile. The match just started. It's Eddie pumps the brakes on the impact. Player
2 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. Drops him hard. Rules of the bait at his range. Needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. Nice parry. Zones with the fire. Leg kick. Connects with the throw. Grounds him from above. Putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Getting a call on the drive rush. Escapes the court. Oh my God! Lost super. This is the fireball. Gone ahead into both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Gone ahead into both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic.
Mais paciente. Não pode mais. Eu tô no escurão. Vou pegar um NVIDIA. Melhorar um pouco.
Here comes
Melhorar
a
mais
new challenger.
porque tem hora que eu esqueço porque é que venda.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. That was a solid end to end. Player 2 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Starts with a jump. All right. Nails the anti-air. Gets the jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. The KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Spins it on the super. Can they keep on? Sneaks in above. Burnout. Let's break the tempo of the match if you can. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Stop huddle. Jump fires off and shoots through huddle. Both fighters planning something. Box up. Shoot through huddle. Are we going to see both fighters use their drive gauge? Gotta do better than that. They're in range. We gotta see a jump in, a dash. Amazing. Gets drilled with those Shoryuken. It turns out. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 fires off the back. Closing it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. This is an opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. Order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. The jump in is denied. Oh, easy tech. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. What's their game plan here? This X gets Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Checks them with a projectile. Misses the drive impact. Dashes up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Risky up close. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the jump in. Going in. Medium kick hits. They're going for the super Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Uma pausa. Boa, mas massa, né? Bom jogadinho, mas fazia negócio. Boa, mas massa, né? Mas ele tem descarga, tem golpe.
Here comes a new challenger.
Mas ele tem descarga. Ah, valeu, valeu. TV tá certinho, né? Ele tá.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's begin. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Uma travessa.
Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the fireball. They hit each other. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive.
Tá esperando dar o.
Now they're on the defensive. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage. The jump in is denied. Neither of them willing to back off. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Good parry here to try and make something happen. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Taking stops.
There's the wall spot. They can't do anything now.
Genius read. Player 1,
Oh, but oh, hit! Nova looking to play hide and seek.
player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Quick breather.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to take.
Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Zones with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at the connects with the throw. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter.
He cashes out the cage right there.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Lifeline zone.
The true master of the pit.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that gun back. Jump. Blocks the ambiguous crossing. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 is just about out of driving. On dangerous turf. Easy to attack at this range. Checks with the projectile. Throws him down. All right. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defensive. Pressuring them in the corner. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Holds out with the block. Knocked down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In a dire situation, they can't going on the offensive. They couldn't shake the projectile. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Strings it all together. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throws a fireball. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Blocks it. Demon Raid? Oh, could be the start of something. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. careful not to whip at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fire. Super Art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation on Super Art? How they approach the situation. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Talk about overextending. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The jump-in is denied. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 holding. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Keeping them away. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 can build off this lead. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Gets a risky buck in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stop and drop. This is gonna be bad news. Not much life difference. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The overhead good. Jumps up. Oh my, the throw tag. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Overdrive Hadouken. Jumps in. All in with a rush. Gets it the perfect fireball range. Can this drive bring them back? Oh, drive them back. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Almost out of time. Close range projectile. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. What now? The pressure must be driving them nuts. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They back down to regroup. This may be the final huge chance at that wall collapse.
Agora vou dar um rolo de volta. Dá um rolo. Rapaz, eles são lutadores que percebem para o tempo.
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.